Hello everyone, I am Amod Mahajan and in this video tutorial I will discuss limitations of CSS Selector Locator, and also this video will be last on CSS Selector topic in this playlist. So CSS Selector is one of the widely used locator across different front-end web automation tools like Selenium WebDriver, Cypress WebDriver IO, and Playwright if you want to use. So basically whatever front end web automation tool supports CSS Selector we can use there. But CSS Selector has major limitations which we are going to discuss now. First of all, CSS Selector was developed to locate and style web elements. It was not intended to use for front-end web automation tools, but front-end web automation tools used CSS Locator to perform actions on web elements, which is great. But CSS Selector was developed to locate elements based on their structural and attributes rather than their inner contents. What do we understand by this? I have a web page here, and if we inspect this page, so here you can see we have one tag h1 with some inner text. So CSS Selector can be created using this tag h1, but if you want to use this inner text to construct CSS Selector, that is not possible. For example, press Ctrl F. So let's see XPath. If I want to use this text to create XPath, so you can copy this text value and type /h1, and then we have a function text and we can pass the inner text value here. So you can see it is highlighting. But same thing we cannot do in CSS Selector because CSS Selector does not support inner text. And now you understand the reason. So this is the first major limitations. Second limitation is traversing. So using CSS Selector, we can traverse from parent node to child node, but vice versa we cannot do. That means from child node to parent node we cannot traverse. But in XPath, we can traverse in forward direction and backward direction as well. For example, under this UL, we have two LIs. So suppose if you're using XPath, then we can locate all li like this, and we can type slash and do dot dot. So we can traverse to its parent, but this is not possible in CSS Selector. We can only do forward traversing. That means we can go to UL to LI, but we cannot go from LI to UI. Let me show you one example. So on the Amazon.com, I have searched for iPhone, and if my requirement is to get all the product names which has 4 and above ratings. So we have multiple approaches here. You can iterate all the products one by one and then get the rating. If it is 4 and above, then you can filter it out, and that will be very lengthy code. But if you can inspect these ratings in such a way that whatever ratings are 4 and above, we can locate that and then we can traverse to its parent to get the title of my product. So using the locator itself, we can get the details. This will be possible only using XPath, but with the CSS Selector, you cannot traverse from this review web element to its product title. And believe me, we might have many scenarios where we need to traverse from child to parent. So in those scenarios, CSS cannot be used. And again, this is major limitations of CSS Selector. And another major limitation is indexing. For example, when we write a CSS Selector and we get more than one matching elements, then there is no way we can say I need the first one or second one. For example, if I write XPath like //li, so it is giving me 4 web elements, but I don't want everything. I want second one or third one. Then we can put this locator within parentheses and we can use index like 2. So now you can see it is highlighting only the one web element, and that is the second one. But this is not possible in CSS Selector. We can use indexing for specific type or NS child and all, but we cannot put indexing on overall font web elements. So obviously you have way like you can use find web elements and there you can use indexing, but that you are doing through script. But using the locator itself, you cannot control that in CSS Selector. So these are three major limitations of CSS Selector. First one, it does not support inner text. Second one, we cannot traverse from child to parent. Third one, we cannot use indexing with CSS Selector. So that's all in this video. If you have any doubt, please comment on this video. If you really like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe and share with others. Thank you everyone.